This next lesson is something I'm really passionate about. Although I'm not a professional dance teacher, I'm far from it. I've been teaching band students and drum corps students how to do body for years. What we're going to do is start with the basics of ballet and dance for body movement. Later on, we'll be able to do choreography very easily because the fundamentals are in place. Let's see what the fundamentals of body movement are. All right, everybody, we're going to start this lesson with our shoes off. So everybody remove your shoes and put them next to you to the right. Let's try to make them look very nice. All right, now what I'd like you to do first is get comfortable feeling the turf underneath your feet. So right now, in a good turnout first position, I want you to feel the earth underneath the entire part of your right and left foot. Make sure you're spreading your weight evenly out in front of your toes, the balls of your feet, and your heels, and stand up really tall with a great posture checklist. Now, everybody make this shape with your arm. This is called a blade, thumbs in. We're going to press those blade hands against our body for this entire exercise. Okay? Now, what I'd like you guys to do, we're going to work on something called a tendu. Now, a tendu means to touch. And what we're going to do is we're going to put all the weight into the right foot, and then I'd like you to slide your left toe directly forward on the field. Everybody try to do that. So take your toe, slide it directly toward me. Now, as you look down at your feet, I want to see the inside of the arch of your foot. Now, everybody rotate your foot so your laces would be up if you have shoes on. Now rotate your entire leg so that you're presenting the inside of the foot. This doesn't just happen with the foot, it happens with the entire leg, and pull it back in. We want to draw a straight line also as we bring our left foot forward. Draw a straight line with your heel from where it was to where it's going. Straight forward and straight back in. And we want to do that without putting any weight on it, so practice that a few times on your own. Out and in. Strong toe point and in. Now, speaking of toe point, everybody have a seat. Go ahead and sit in a pike position with your legs straight out in front of you, and I want you to practice getting the best toe point you've ever had. Practice pointing your foot and then curve your toes so you've got a great gymnast or dancer toe point. Now flex your toes back toward your face. Now point. Excellent. So whenever you do a tendu, I want you to have that good of a point every time. Everybody back up. Now let's practice doing a tendu in different directions. Okay, we're doing this all with our left foot. Up tall, blade hands pressed against the body. Tendu forward. And bring it in. Tendu straight to the left. And pull it in. Tendu straight to the back. Don't bend the knees, and pull it in, and tendu straight to the left, and bring it in. Now, if you had a piece of paper or a dollar bill underneath your foot, you'd be able to slide that piece of paper out and in, and out and in. In other words, what I don't want you to do is lift your foot and place it back down. We don't want to unlock the knee and then lock the knee. So this time through, go to the front without bending the knee, slide that dollar bill forward, bring it in. Slide the dollar bill to the left. Bring it in. Slide the dollar bill behind you. Bring it in. And slide the dollar bill to the left. And bring it in. Now let's shift the weight into the right foot and try that same exercise. Tendu to the front. Slide it in. Pull up tall so you're not leaning. Slide it to the right. And pull it in. Now that time, let's try that again because I saw you unlock the knee and then move. Let's slide it out. Slide it out. Go. Slide it in. We want to use our inner thighs to pull that in. Slide it to the back. And slide it in. One more time to the right. And pull it in. Now a great exercise to teach this is just the tendu exercise that we do all the time. So what we're going to do is we're going to go slow to, into, fast, and fast, and we're going to do that in every direction. Okay? So we're going to focus on just the left side to start. So the first part, we're going to go 1, 2. Everybody try that. 1, stop 2, 3, stop 4, and then we're going to go and 5 and hit. Okay? Out, out, in, hit, and hit, in. Okay, let's try that again. Everybody up tall, just to the front, press the blade hands against your body. 5, 6, 7, 8, and forward 2, in, 2, and fast, in, in. Don't forget about the dollar bill. Let's try that one more time. Try to keep contact and get a good toe point. 5, 6, 7, 8, and forward 2, in, 2, and fast, in. Now let's try that to the left. 5, 6, ready, and side 2, in, 2, and hit, and hit. Now guys, I saw a couple of you go like this. Hit and hit, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Now we don't want to move our body weight at all. We just want to stretch through the tippy toe and barely put any weight on it. Let's try that again, just straight to the left. 5, 6, 7, 8, and move 2, in, 2, and hit together. Now when you do it to the back, don't let your back arch. All right, stay up really tall. Here we go. 5, 6, to the back, and back 2, in, 2, and hit, and then to the side one more time. Ready? And side 2, in, 2, and hit together. Very good. Let's try that to the right, but this time I'm going to keep up the clapping. Here we go. We're going to go front, side, back, side. Here we go. 5, 6, ready, and forward 2, back 2, hit, and hit to the side. Side 2, in, or reset. We're going to the right. This is just the right foot. Here we go. 5, 6, ready, and forward 2, in, 2, and hit to the side. Side 2, in, 2, and hit to the back. Back 2, in, 2, and hit to the side. Side 2, in, 2, and hit together. And remember, the things that we're working on here is not bending the knee, not moving our weight improperly, and making sure we get a beautiful toe point, and making sure that that's a gradual toe point over time. Okay, everybody good?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now the tendu is something we're going to use all the time because we have to do it in order to do a lunge, we have to do it in order to get to the different foot positions. So the very first thing we can try with this is using the tendu to learn the foot positions. So as you know, you're standing in first position turnout. What I'd like you to do is put your weight in your right foot and tendu straight to your left. Now bring it back in. Now we're going to do that same thing, but this time go a little bit further and then shift your weight. Go for it. Now you're in a turned out second position. Everybody look down. Your toes should still be out at the same angles when you're in first position. And if you were to bend your knees, they would track out over your toes, which we'll do in a little bit. Now, practice using a tendu to come in from second position. Try that. Into first. Now guys, really great bands, it's obvious that they're trained because you see them when they go in and out of first position, you see that tendu. So I want you guys to look like that. I want to make sure anytime we go out to do a lunge or a plie or anything like that, that you've actually gone through that tendu position and shifted your weight. So let's try that. Tendu into second. Ready? Go. Stay tall and powerful. Blade hands pressed against the body. Now we're going to go to third position. I know you guys know where that is. Everybody tendu. And pull the heel into the arch of the other foot. But stand up tall. Some of you have a bent knee there. Stand up really tall. Shift your weight evenly between your 2 feet. This is third position. Now go back to second through tendu. Tendu third. Now let's go to fourth position. Tendu straight out at the angle and shift your weight. Go back to third. Now let's take a full-size step out into fourth. Everybody go a little wider this time. Ready? Tendu fourth. And make sure your weight is shifted evenly between your 2 feet. Tendu back to third. Okay, tendu fourth. Now let's tendu into fifth position. So tendu with a nice pointed toe and straight leg, and pull your heel right into a right angle with your other foot. Shift your weight evenly between your 2 feet. Now I know dancers would have a fifth position that looks a lot different than yours, but I want you guys to focus on just having a right angle in the feet. Now we can tendu and bring it back to first position. Now, one thing we can also do with the tendu is called a rond de jambe. Everybody tendu straight forward with the left toe. Now draw a big circle and then bring it back in. Try that on the right side. Tendu, draw a big circle and bring it in. Let's try it on the left, but let's try not to get this big weeble wobble, okay? Pull up tall, tendu forward with the left, draw it out to the side, draw it out to the back, pull it in. Other side, touch, draw the circle, and in. Very good. Shake it out. Guys, the next exercise I want to work on is releve, and it literally means to rise. So everybody in your first position, rise up. And come on back down. We're going to rise up just to the balls of the feet. I don't want you guys going way up on your tippy toes, like Michael Jackson style. Just way up to the balls of your feet. Stay real tall and come back down. Very nice. So we're going to use that occasionally as well. Another very important exercise that we can do at this point is called plie. Now plie means to bend. Now we see lots of groups stepping out into second and plopping themselves down. What I want you guys to do is really understand what plie is. So in first position, pull up real tall, hands on your hips. And I just want you to drive your knees out over your second toe. Now look down. If you're doing this correctly, your knees will be driving over the second toe. Now show me like a little bit to the front with your knees. This is really ugly. Okay, it also makes your hips kind of tuck under, strange. Put everybody up tall. Stay up tall. Demi plie. That just means a little plie. And we want to make sure, go up and down out of that a few times. We want to make sure our back stays straight. Just like you're riding an elevator down. Now, there's something called a grand plie as well. Grand plie is where we go to the demi, and then we lift the heels and continue that motion of the knees out over the second toe. Now we don't want to go way down here, okay? For marching band's sake, a grand plie is about the same distance we went with the demi before we come back up. So everybody practice that on your own. Demi, grand plie, demi plie, and up. Now the hardest thing on this one is not letting the knees go in weird directions. So we have a little saying on this one. Okay, we go knees, lift the heels, press the heels, squeeze the cheeks. And you know we're talking about your rear end at that point because you want to squeeze everything in as you rise that last 2 counts. So we're going to go bend the knees, lift the heels, press the heels, squeeze the cheeks, and don't let weird stuff happen with your upper body. Here we go. We're going to go down to, up to, hands on hips. 5, 6, 7, 8, and down to, lift the heels, press the heels, squeeze the cheeks. And I want every one of you this time to look way up there. I know it's kind of sunny right now. Okay, here we go. 5, 6, ready, and down to, lift to, press your heels and squeeze your cheeks. Tendu in a second. For your second position plie, we want to go to the demi plie. Go ahead and go there. Hands on hips. Now go a little bit further, but don't lift the heels on this one. Now this one, everybody come back up. Watch me. Right? Now go like this. Yuck. Okay? So we don't want to hip thrust and we don't want to stick the booty out. We want to take this straight down, knees over toes, straight up. And I don't want anybody trying to go way down here. Okay, everybody's up. Demi plie. Check that your knees are over your second toe. Now grand plie. Don't go too low. Demi and up. I still see a couple people's shoulders leaning forward. Demi, grand, demi, and up. Tendu into third. Hands on hips. Demi-plie. Lift the heels, grand plie. Press the heels. Squeeze the cheeks. 2, ready, and down 2. Lift the heels, press the heels, and squeeze the cheeks. And again, we want our upper body to stay completely upright. Go on to fourth. 5, 6, ready, and down 2. Lift the heels, press the heels, and squeeze the cheeks. And back into first. Ready, and down 2. Lift the heels, press the, start over. We had some people come up right away. You got to go down 2, up 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, and down 2, and up, 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 up. Excellent. Shake it out. Now let's get shoes back on.
Second segment or?
Same thing.
You're ready.
All right, guys, now that you know tendus and plies, I'm going to hand you off to Chris, and he's going to talk about lunges, which is something we use all the time.
All right, guys, lunges use all the fundamentals that Jeff just taught you. Okay, it uses the tendu, and it uses half of a plie. So let's do a lunge to our left. We're going to go through tendu. Just do this slowly with me. Through tendu to your left, and you're going to put all of your weight into that left side. And knee goes out over the toe. Let's keep our bodies straight up and down. There's a few ways we can vary a lunge. This time we're going to have our bodies straight up and down. Let's bring it up to the center, keeping our feet in second position. Let's go down to the right, keeping this body straight up and down. Knee goes out over the toe. Remember, you bring that knee back. And let's go back up to the center. So let's take 4 counts to go down to the left. 4 counts up to the center, 4 counts down to the right, 4 counts up to the center. Here we go. And 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, and down. 2, 3, 4, and up. 2, 3, 4, and down. 3, 4, and up. 2, 3, 4. All right, and another thing we can add on top of that, another aspect we can add to that is the upper body. So this time as we go down to the lunge, let's make a straight line from our leg all the way up to our shoulder. Let's all try that on our own right now. Go to your left side, your left lunge, and take your upper body with it this time. So we get a straight diagonal line. And bring that back up to the right now. And back up. Let's do the same exercise. Down for 4, up to the center for 4, to the right for 4, and back up to the center. Taking our upper bodies with us this time. And let's go to plank position this time too. And 5, 6, 5, 6, 7 to the left, and left 2 with the upper body, and up, and right, up. So let's do that one more time. Go ahead and relax. Make sure you don't take your head with you, okay? Make sure you don't drop your head to your ear, your ear to your shoulder, and then come up. Keep your head straight in line. We want to tilt our upper body with that. One more time, same exercise. And 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, and left, 2, 3, 4, and up, and right, and up. Awesome job, awesome. Let's go to first position now. We can also do this going forward and back. So let's do a forward lunge. Let's do tendu with the left foot forward. Put all of your weight into the front, knee out over the toe. Back leg will be straight. And let's bring that back to a tendu, bringing the weight back to the right side and in. So let's do that. We'll go out for 4 and in for 4, 3, 4 together. Here we go. And let's go to plank position again, actually. That'll look awesome. And 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, and out. 2, 3, 4, and up. 2, 3, tendu, close. So we'll do a tendu close on 3 and 4. Do that again. And 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, and tendu out and up to tendu close. Let's try that on the right side. Awesome job. Let's try that on the right side this time. And 5, 6, right leg. 6, 7, and tendu out, up to tendu close. Great job. All right. So that's our lunge. That's our fundamental that uses plies and tendus. We could add holds in there and hold it for longer. Those are our lunges.